Sonnen.
All right, so another big spot for this high-level wrestler here tonight, and the opposition knows what's coming, but more often than not in the UFC, they've been unable to stop.
It's because since a little boy, he spent his life on the wrestling mats. And even though you start to prepare for it late, you cannot match his ability to train, his ability to focus. The idea that once he gets a hold of you, it only ends with him in top position. It does not matter if he has to get a high crotch. It does not matter if he needs to get a single leg or a double leg. The purpose is to get you to the floor, and he has been trained his entire life to do just that.
Yeah, you put it well. He's got a lot of throws and takedowns and trips in his arsenal, and he'll try to put them to good use in this matchup here tonight. All right, so here he is, the former UFC middleweight champion, Anderson Silva. The pro record doesn't look like it did a few years ago, DC, but most people still inject the name Anderson Silva into the discussion of the greatest MMA fighters of all time.
It's because Anderson is doing us a favor every time he steps foot in the octagon. He could have walked away and protected the record, but the lure, the draw of fighting still is pulling at the spider. And every time he walks in there, we're getting to witness greatness. You feel it when Anderson Silva walks up the steps. I remember staring across the octagon and going, holy cow, that's Anderson Silva. And he has that approach. He has that appeal to everyone that gets in front of him, not only in the octagon, but in life. One of the nicest guys you've ever met is Anderson Silva.
And a renewed focus on recovery and physical therapy has allowed the great Anderson Silva to compete deep into his 40s, DC. You ain't going to 45.
I'm not going to 45. Ain't no chance.
You're going to voice a video game.
I'm going to voice a video game. What a great idea.
Our tail of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. The American is 35.
The Brazilian is 45. He will have a 3-inch reach advantage. How about some push
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Yves Loving. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 29 wins, 14 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Westland, Oregon, Chael Sonnen! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a Muay Thai kickboxer and jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 34 wins, 11 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Curitiba, Brazil,
Okay, protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now, go back to your corner. You ready?
Well, huge buzz for this fight, and round 1 is now underway. A clash of styles in some respects between a grappler and a 5'2" player type, but certainly the more well-rounded fighter has no problem engaging on the ground.
No, he doesn't mind grappling, but he also has the ability to fight on the feet, something the grappler does not really feel comfortable with doing. He seems to be behind the 8 ball a little bit, but let's see how he manages getting this fight to the ground.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? And they separate. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the belly.
Nice connection with a punch there. It's hard to recall a time in the past that his boxing looked this sharp.
He's never looked this good.
he's looking for that left hand, just missed. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. How good is that right hand?
Pinpoint accuracy on that kick.
No wind-up, no tell, just a brutal kick.
Oh, a little single collar tie there.
Look at the control of the posture as they land that knee.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Just missed with the left there. Oh, he eats a knee there. That does not taste good.
Oh, and he connects there. His hands look good tonight.
So fast. I mean, this guy has tremendous hand speed. What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish this fight.
And those knees aren't just for effect. Those are doing real damage.
Good series of strikes by him there.
Great job of mixing it up, staying active, keeping busy, doing great work.
Ooh, that uppercut landed for him. Two minutes have expired off the round one clock here. So we call on the numbers here, DC. 39 total strikes have landed for Anderson the Spider Silva. Checks the leg kick. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. And a nice job at least staying upright on that.
Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks. Big kick lands. Look at that leg.
Oh, single collar tie here. Oh, and there's the... All right, so a near-perfect entry there, and finally he gets his first takedown of the fight, and they say if at first you don't succeed, try again, was able to get him down there.
Persistence pays, and that's what we saw with this young man. Over and over. Oh, you gotta watch him attacking submissions. He throws the legs up to try to get a triangle choke here. Watch triangle, watch triangle. Needs to push the arm to the side. Get his head against the mat. Now, oh, now he's in trouble.
Absolutely, he finishes his opponent by way of submission. Let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. He's so skilled, he's so tricky, and he's so good at weaving a web that gets you lost in it, that he made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
All right, we now go inside the octagon where Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 31 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out, Chael Sonnen!
Well, the celebration is on in his corner, and hard to blame these guys, sort of waiting to exhale, get a huge win tonight, and not just the win, but they get it by submission.
They knew what they had in front of them. They knew how tough a competitor his opponent was, but they also knew that if they could get this fight to the ground, they could find a submission. They found a submission. He got his hand raised in the way that he loves the most.